My plan to make over $100 million by 30 years old. What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here. And in today's video, I want to share with you my journey and my plan and really my complete path to make over $100 million by 30 years old. So I'm 24, about to be 25 years old. And this means I'm about to approach 8 years in the wholesaling real estate game. And I've had this dangerous trajectory where ever since I started wholesaling, I've been able to pretty much double my revenue every single birthday I've had. It's just really an amazing, really, really good, cool thing. But something has happened this birthday coming around that is probably going to 4 or 5x the amount of money I've made and really put me on a trajectory to make 100 million by 30 years old. And I generally want to make this video not to be all rah macho, but to document. And I think it'd be pretty dang cool to actually go out here and tell you what I'm going to do it, and then kind of go back and show you me doing this thing. I think that's going to be pretty dang cool. And that's what I'm looking to do right now. So what I want to do is kind of map out exactly where I'm at in wholesaling, where I'm going to be in the next 5 years. And then by the time I'm 30 years old, I can go back to this video and show you that I did it. I'm not a guy that speaks lightly. I'm not a person that talks the talk just to talk it, but to document it. One big regret I've had in wholesaling real estate is I never documented my journey going from no money to my first $1 million by 20. And to right this wrong, what I want to do is document the journey from millions to 100 million by 30. And so what I'm going to do is just kind of show you exactly what I'm going to do, have it documented today, and really kind of show you the path that I've had. Because the goal has never been 100 million for me by 30. I mean, eventually that number, but the past couple of years, it's been very clear how I'm going to get to that number. And what I want to do is kind of have you be on the curtails and make money with me. So when I do better, you do better. That's kind of the point here. When I do better, you do better. And that is how you are going to become successful with this. And so I'm pretty excited about this. I've been beyond blessed from you guys giving me love and support. And it's because of your support that is going to help propel me into success here in wholesaling real estate. So I'm very excited. I'm jacked up today and ready to go and show you how I am going to have over 100 million by 30 years old. So I'm pretty pumped up. I'm ready to go. So let's get everything going and really share exactly how I'm going to hit this crazy, ambitious goal and how you can kind of watch it. But more than that, how you can actually be a part of the 100 million or just get, a couple milli off of it, right? Not bad at all. And to show you, but really this video is just to kind of talk about what I'm about to do and you can kind of watch me do it. And I think that's gonna be pretty dang cool. So let's kind of talk about this and show you. So first and foremost, 100 million by 30 years old. That sounds crazy. That sounds insane. But if you look at how much I've made, the really cool part about my income and how well I've done in wholesaling real estate is it's all been compounding. So I know I'm 24 right now, and it sounds like I'm just this new kid on the block, started wholesaling 2 years ago. I've been in this game 8 years. I've done almost close to 2,500 wholesaling real estate deals, and it's been nothing short than incredible, right? And the really cool part about this is 8 years in the game is crazy, but putting extra 5 is over 40% of the time I've already put in, where everything's just gonna keep compounding, and I keep adding more things and more things and more things. And so my ambitious goal, which is pretty cool, is I believe by the time I'm 30, 10% of all of every single wholesaling real estate deal will go through me. This is a crazy ambitious plan, but I know this is going to be a true fact. Like, it's not even a question. About 10% of every wholesaling real estate deal is going to go through me, either from learning from me for free from the free wholesaling real estate course, freewholesaling.com. I'm already kind of at that point where we have 250,000 active people in freewholesaling.com. I think there's about 1 million, 2 million wholesalers out there. So probably 10, 12% of people have already been through my course of every single wholesaler in the country, which in my opinion is pretty dang impressive. I'm going to provide the best tools for everyone. So let's go through that. And then obviously the best communities for wholesaling real estate free and a sort of paid, but not really paid. I'll explain that too. But really my three sources for wholesaling real estate success, and kind of my plan here, my evil master plan, according to the gurus, right, of how I'm going to go to 100 million and probably be the first wholesaler to hit this mark for wholesaling specifically, right, is through a lot of things. The number one reason, and I'll be just completely blunt with you, what is the number one reason I'm going to hit 100 million? Guys, what do you think is my main way that I'm going to hit 100 million? I'm actually very curious. I want to see what everyone has to say. What are your thoughts? I want everyone in the chat to tell me. How do you think I'm going to hit $100 million in the next 5 years? I'm genuinely curious what the people think, right? There's a lot of thoughts. There's a lot of ways of it, right? We get JV deals, and how that's going to do it, right? Scaling up, doing this, right? Everyone's got different thoughts about how I'm going to hit that number. And JVs was the plan for the longest time. A couple things happened where it's become more clear how I'm going to hit that number. I know it's always going to be there, right? But the majority is going to say it, JVs. But the truth is, it's karma. The simple law of karma. Now, I'm not here to give you a voodoo, Buddhism thing. I'm not a Buddhist, right? But the principle of karma, well, I think it comes in every religion, and this isn't even a religious thing, but it is just, I never speak anything that's outside the realm of physics or outside the realm of science, right, per se. But the one thing I do believe in, which I think is extra, what do they call it, right? If it's not like science-based, it's kind of like a little more in like you have to believe something, is the law of karma. And honestly, like this is a business term, but generally what I found in my life, and this has never been more true, is karma, which means the more good I do to the world, the more good that happens to me. And the more bad I do, the worse that happens to me. For example, if I help 1,000 people out, I somehow start doing $100,000 wholesaling deals. Until I hit, I think, 10,000 people in my free wholesaling course. Once I hit 10,000 people in my free wholesaling course, I started doing $100,000 wholesaling deals. Insane to say, but 100% true. When I started just teaching people everything I knew, I started doubling the amount of deals I did in my local market. Crazy, right? I started teaching people how to do well. I started giving free. I was the only wholesaler to give free information out about wholesaling real estate. And something weird happened. People learned, and they started sending me wholesaling deals to JV, and I started making 20K pops, splitting $40,000 deals and doing well. Heck, we have a couple JV deals right now. We're going to make over $100,000 this month because they just teach people how to wholesale for free. Guys, do you know how many wholesaling courses I have to sell to make $200,000 in JV deals? That's 2 deals for me, right? Actually, 4 deals because I got to split the 100K, right? That's 4 deals. I'm not doing the work, right? And so it's crazy to me, but like, I don't have to do any coaching or any of that true stuff, right? But karma, me teaching you guys how to be the only person teaching you for free has helped me the most. And there's 3 sources of the karma that works well for me. And let me tell you, okay? Let me tell you my main source. My main source has always been wholesaling real estate. By far, that has always been my goal, 100 million. Not because I want to be this crazy guy to hit that number, but I had to choose a number in my life where I wanted to hit because I'm 24 right now, and I should just be retired. I just live off my rentals, invest, and just kind of sit around, do nothing, travel the world. But I think that's pretty boring to stop. It's like having the ability to be the greatest basketball player of all time and retiring at 24, 25. When you just, why just run the numbers up, inspire the future, right? And I don't have a generation to hand my baton off, right? Because if I decided, me and Rick, God forbid, if we just wanted to end everything tomorrow, and I would just live in some villa in Portofino, Italy, right? The rest of my life eating pasta, getting fat. You can't even get fat in Italy. Like, no one's going to teach wholesaling for free outside of me and Rick. So I was like, dang. And the amount of good I can do with the money I make, I don't talk about the charity I do, but I believe it does a very good impact. It's like the point of life is to live it to the fullest. And I truly believe that. So my main source has always been wholesaling. I just give people out for free, and I just generally get stuff back. Now, the more money I make, there's more plays. And so generally 3 years ago, I started this new play. I said, okay, well, how do we hit I said, my first goal was to hit $30 million by 30. That was like, that is my goal. When I was like younger, I was like 30 million by 30. That was always my word. I've never told anyone that, right? It's not going to mention anything nice, but like it's, already did, been there, done that. So it's like, I can't really have that anymore. But the reason why I want to hit that, just wholesaling houses myself, would be pretty dang gangster, because now I sound even better when I do videos, right? But I hit that a little faster because of the deals done, the deals I've done with Rick, but also the main point is my own JV deals, right? So you guys started sending me deals. I started getting 10, 12 contracts sent in a day. I was able to wholesale 2 or 3 of those a day with a big team, and went really good. Now things have kind of changed where I'm just having this is a big karma play. It makes no logical business sense, but it is making my karma sense, where I'm just going to make sure anyone who signs up for Flipper Plus, I just send them JV deals. So I sent 12 JV deals today to people. I was like, I could probably make 20 grand off of today, but you know what? Just give it to the people. Let them do it. And I'm making a big play that those people are going to start doing so many deals that they promote the word, and then they teach people. So it's not just me teaching. I have all these other teachers teaching wholesaling for free. And then when those Flipper Plus students do deals, they send them to me. And a lot of people kind of got mad at me, and a lot of people started attacking me because I started saying I shut down all JV deals unless you're a Flipper Plus member, and let the Flipper Plus members do deals with the subscribers. I got a lot of flack for that. But when that happened, I was able to do 5 deals over 50 grand. So under a month, I've done this. I've gotten 200K deals. I've done 3 $60,000 deals, and hopefully a couple of 100K deals we're working on right now, where I'm making more money on like 14, 15 deals in a month than I'm doing 40, because these are super big quality, right? You're doing massive multifamily deals, right? And it's a play that rewarding those people, they come and help us out. And it was a weird, like, just, I'm going to put faith into karma, and karma has just helped me out like crazy, right? And that's been really good. That's been really good. And I was able to kind of move some of those teams over to some other things, and life's really good at right now. But 2 years ago, me and Rick had a massive issue. And even a couple of years ago, I was having this issue with my JVs of when you get sent 12, 13, 14 contracts a day, it's a lot of work to underwrite these deals. Figuring out if it is a deal, if it's not a deal, what should I do about this? And I developed a small little system in my own JV operations of how to figure out if a deal is a deal or not. And I was using some other softwares and trying to run my own algorithms of, hey, I sold this deal. How would I have found that buyer off of this platform? And I found out that my best buyers, if I was going to find them, I would have had to pull a list of 2,000 cash buyers, or heck, no, that's not true. Like 300 or 400 cash buyers. And I would have had to call the entire list of 400 just to find that one good buyer. What if I filter this out, right? Okay, let me filter this out what if I just found, what about buyers that flipped more than 4 houses, a gross profit over 50,000, wasn't a hedge fund, it was a list of like 4. And I found out if I was able to take the big software company's data and put an algorithm on it, I could find the best buyers instantly. And so me and Rick kind of started out this mini internal JV platform on bigger softwares. And we said, well, why don't we just go to the software companies and say, hey, I have this plan of how I can figure out the best buyers in a snap of a finger. And I don't have to spend 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $70,000 on a disposition platform. There's 3 or 4 dispositions platforms out there right now that some are $5,000 a year, some are $4,000 a year, some are $50,000. There's like 3 or 4 right now. There are disposition platforms that minimum $4 grand up front, right? Some are 20, 30 grand up front. And they're really good. But I can pay for it. But I said the people can't do that. And that's not good karma either. And so I said, I went to the software companies and they said, no, we're not going to develop this. Or someone did say, yes, we can. But the people that said yes had not good data, it's the best way I can put it. And they said it'd be a $500 a month upgrade. I said, I can't, that's not for the people, right? That's not a good thing. And they said, well, we own the software company, you don't, so kick rocks. And so I decided, me and Rick, a couple of years ago, we were going to set out this journey and try to figure out how to develop a company that will have the greatest software of all time, the best of everything. Because I'm a victim of having 7 or 8 platforms. This is not a pitch fest, by the way, I'm just telling you. So what I decided to do was create a software that would put myself out of business. It's called XLeads. The reason I'm saying it's putting me out of business is this is another karma move that I did, and this is going to be the other half to get 100 million. Is people sent me JV deals because genuinely they couldn't find good buyers. They didn't have the time, or they couldn't go out here and cold call 500 of the top buyers in Iowa and figure it out, right? Because they couldn't afford any expensive dispo software. And so they'd come JV with me, or they'd JV the Flipper Plus student. And I said, you know what? I had faith when I made the free wholesaling course that, yes, my competition is going to figure out my top secrets. But because overall, I help every single person in the United States of America learn wholesaling for free, it's just going to come back to me. And it comes back to karma. And so I said, this XLeads. I mean, Rick was a little nervous about this. He said, and, you know, he always says the obvious. He said, well, if you teach people how to dispo their deal like this, how is anyone going to send you, me, or a Flipboard Plus student a JV deal? I said, oh, crap. Uh-oh. I don't know. but hey, karma. And that's what we did. And we launched it last week, and it's been really good reviews. We already got people locking up deals, and so it's going to be really exciting about that, right? And I might be watching this in the future, and, you know, XLead's already the biggest wholesaling software ever. And like, what are you talking about? Called it, right? But I'm just sick of people having 8, 9, 10 software subscriptions. And basically what my antithesis of this is, if I'm able to replace every other software and just everyone has to only go through XLeads, every wholesaler doesn't have to spend $800 a month on software anymore. They have an extra $800 a month in the marketing. And I'm betting that extra $800 in marketing, because you don't have to spend a CRM company anymore. You don't have to go do a Drawing for Dollars app anymore. You don't have to do any of that stupid stuff. You're able to put $800 more into wholesaling. That means more deals be produced, which means more, hopefully, the JV deals I lose, there'll be more JV deals and more deals for everyone. And less deals for realtors. It's kind of the point. And it makes the gurus look terrible, right? Somehow, in my mind, this comes back to me. People send me more wholesaling deals. People sign up for XLeads. The margins kind of don't work for me to make money on this. But it forces software companies to do better. And ultimately, that helps the people out. Coming back to the simple word of karma. And so you don't struggle in dispo anymore. There's no more CRM issues. Best data, AI stacking. In my honest goal, from my personally, karma has always done me right. So making a software that's cost effective, puts me out of business, helps everyone out, works the best. And so a combination of this, a combination of having the greatest wholesaling community in the planet. I mean, heck, first of all, we have the largest wholesaling community, but also having the #1 wholesaling course by volume, by the amount of students, freewholesaling.com, having the largest wholesaling Facebook group, Wholesaling Houses for Real. By next year, having the largest wholesaling Discord, ZachDiscord.com. And honestly, having the largest wholesaling software is just a market domination where I'm going to be the first wholesaler that's going to produce $100 million. That's my play. And I hate to tell you, but like, I'm 24. Okay. Like I've started this since I was 17 years old. I kind of have a leg up on every other wholesaler. I'm not saying that egotistically or confidently, but if I'm able to hit these numbers now by just stacking my karma snowball, I believe by 30, I should be able to just jack it all up. And by the time I'm 50, I should be able to have a 17, 18-year-old son or daughter. And I I can go to my Italian Amalfi Coast and get fat and eat my pasta every day, right? And then I'm good. And then I'll have, him or her, hopefully, maybe I gotta pop. Maybe I pop out 12 kids. Who knows? One of them's gonna wholesale, right? And then we'll be good to go. Or they all have their different channels. That'd be kind of gangster. But I got to split 100 million up the right way, right? But like that's kind of the cool part. Or maybe I Mr. Beast it. I give 100 million to every subscriber. That'd be kind of cool too. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I Mr. Beast it. Why not? But the truth is why I'm so confident about this and why I'm not telling you to brag or to flex on you, right? I'm telling you this because I honestly wish I had a video with my phone vlog. Hey, I'm 17 years old, putting up my first bandit sign, my first cold call. Hey guys, I'm live streaming me cold calling for the first time. Hey, I'm cold calling 5 hours. And I wish I had this on my YouTube channel where for a year straight, you watched me 5 hours a day, 5 days a week for a year straight, cold calling, seeing how bad I was, how high-pitched I sound. I mean, not that high-pitched, but 18-year-old me. And just watching me go on appointment today, appointment, failing, winning, and just watching about how painfully slow this process is. And I'm blessed now that I kind of started doing this when I was 19, right? So you kind of didn't see 2 years. I just went ghost. But like you see from 19 to 24 how I've hit, like what's happened in my life. Just think 24 to 90. No, God willing. What my life can be like that. And so I have time on my side. I'm 24 years old. And then I'll just have my kids take the reins of wholesaling.com, maybe. Who knows? And we just keep growing this thing out. I never wanted to own a software, but I know for a fact that software is going to be the largest wholesaling software on the planet because it's going to be it's the most cost effective. Like it's got the dispo, it's got the CRM, it's got everything. And then V2, V3, V4 will be coming out. I'm not going to say this year. And every version is going to hopefully no cost increase. Like it's going to happen, right? There's no way it doesn't happen. And we're good to go. And so again, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because wish I documented my process being a broke bag boy to millions of dollars by 20. But now I'm going to document my process to 100 million. And so men and women, friends, karma. This is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. This is why I'm going to hit what I'm doing. And it's an ambitious plan. It's a plan I've been very secret for over 2 years. But the wheels are in motion and they're happening now. Once I hit that goal, maybe I'll tell you, maybe I don't. Who knows? Maybe on my 30th birthday, I'll do a reaction to this and let you know. But that's where I'm at. And it's very ambitious to do this. This is kind of this plan that I'm leveraging out here. Why can I say it? I can say it because I know no one else in their right mind is willing to do what me and Rick are willing to do. No one's willing to give their best secrets out on a free wholesaling course. I mean, bro, it's been 5 years. We haven't had one person with a complete wholesaling real estate course yet. 5 years. It's been 5 years. Not one person's had a free wholesaling course that is complete. Okay. No one's created a community that has live events that how anyone can join it with no money at all. JV deals, FYI. But like I have the only paid community that has really expensive events that you can join for free, not pay a dime. I'm the only one that does that. And I'm the only one who has a free Discord for wholesaling that doesn't charge you $40 a month for it. And so I just don't think there's any way for me to lose because of karma. And so the way karma works is I have to give. The more I give, the more I receive. And I want you to understand this and understand this lesson. The more you give in your life, the more you help others, the more that helps you. That is how it works. And eventually, I know for a fact that you will do better when you do better with each other. That's how this whole world revolves, how the whole world works. So that's my plan. Pretty excited about it. We're going to hit it up. So pretty pumped up. So what I want to do is answer some questions you guys have, see what I can do to help you guys out and make you the best wholesaler. So let's kind of talk about, see what I can do to help you guys out and see what I can do to get you rich. So if you want to hop on and talk to me, I'm going to have a StreamYard link right here. So let's do here. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. Here's my StreamYard link. You can hop on, talk to me, have a convo, and yeah, I'll answer some questions you guys have. Yeah. So Aussie says, I'm with you guys for about 3 weeks, changed my life. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let's see here. So Victory Girl says, one user of XLead be shared. I don't know why you'd share it, but theoretically with the logins, you could. But you still have your export limits. But yeah. Appreciate that, Helen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's see here. So Ashley has a good idea, has a good question. Hi, Zach. What is the first step into wholesaling? What should I do? In my opinion, your first step in wholesaling is first identify your market. Should you go local or virtual? Honestly, like just go to freewholesaling.com. Inside of freewholesaling.com, I do have a 30-day wholesaling challenge. Every day for 30 days, it's all documented in there for you. I would go through that challenge, but really identify your local market or virtual market. Figure out a plan. Without a plan, that's a plan to fail. So make a plan of how to actually go out here and do deals. So figure out, okay, if I'm virtual, what list should I pull? Should I call? Should I text? Digital bandit signs, what should I do for success? What steps should I do? And how do I implement it to start closing out more wholesaling real estate deals? So I think anyone's first step should go to freewholesaling.com because all the steps and schedules and everything is in that free wholesaling course and in that challenge. So I'll tell everyone to go hit that up. It's called freewholesaling.com and get it going. Charlene says, lost money following a so-called guru and need guidance. So a lot of you guys hit that point where, you know, you'll pay $4,000 to get a course. Then you come to my course and then you're like, wow, this is better and it's free. Yeah. So technically Charlene, maybe she paid $4,000. I'm assuming she paid $4,000 to go to freewholesaling.com. That's a pretty good deal. Like to pay $4,000 for freewholesaling.com is a steal in my opinion. Now, most people get it for free, but it's still a steal. So yeah, need help. Where do I start? I have a free wholesaling course. Most people, it's a course you usually have to pay $7,000 for. But Charlene, watch this. You're on my YouTube channel, right? So I do believe in karma. I'm willing to go talk to you for free, no problem at all. Like generally, Charlene, like understand this. This is my word. Here's a StreamYard link. Put that in your computer. You will be able to have a conversation with me face to face right now, and I'll give you a plan to help you out. Most gurus will charge you $4,000 for a one-on-one hour session. But Charlene, if you put the StreamYard link in there, I will legit talk to you and give you a complete plan for your success. I don't care if it hurts anyone else or I'm here to help you. There's not one person in wholesaling real estate that is willing to hop on a live stream and say, hey, you will click this link, I will help you out, and they are a multimillionaire. So, Charlene, it's up to you if you want to hop on, but you're asking for help. I'm here to give you help. I don't know what to tell you. Ralph, my man, Pennsylvania, xleads.com. That's it. xleads.com. Not a cheap domain, but karma, you know. So Ashley, is there a way I could start for free? Yes. There is a virtual wholesaling playlist which shows you how to wholesale real estate for no money for virtual wholesaling. Government lists, calling, texting with Google Voice will be free. There's a lot of ways to wholesale real estate with no money at all. Virtual wholesaling, free boots on the ground. It's all on freewholesaling.com. Check it out. All right, let's do some one-on-ones. Okay, streamer link, hop on, talk to me one-on-one. We'll hit it up. Mike, my man, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, Zach? I got for the one in the Grand Island we've been talking about. I know you said you were going to send me videos about lease options and everything, so I was hoping that ones that you recommend to look at.
Yes, let me see here.
And then I also have another house. I have that appointment's the August 27th, and then I have one on this Wednesday that I want to go over with you.
Yes.
And that's the other address that I sent you.
Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, I see the issue. When you send me a message, I got to go through for like the first message. but you keep sending me messages, so it brings us to the back.
Yeah.
That's why it's taking forever for me to text you, man. The text I get to everyone every other day, but the problem
Right.
is you keep getting pushed back. Oh man, I didn't realize that. I gotta do something about that. Okay.
Good, man. And
Look,
then like
honestly, man, you have a good problem though. You're getting deals, so you're finding them. So, okay, first and foremost, lease option videos. Let me send those to you right now, and then we'll do
yeah,
that.
and I have a cash buyer that I've gotten to know over time that we became friends and everything. He owns a lot of businesses and houses. And I was also going to ask, he has a property in Panama City that he's looking to get rid of. I don't know if that's something that you explore or you just stay within the United States.
So, I would stick to the United States. I
Okay.
don't think I'm gonna get any. I wouldn't go crazy on anything else.
Yeah, but he's going to come with me to this house, but I have another one on Wednesday. I plan to go by myself that I want to go over real quick.
Okay, is it the one 117?
Yeah. So the ARV is 162, and she says that it would need 25 to 30 in repairs. So I rounded it up to like 40, 45,000. And so with my lowest allowable offer would be like 65. So she's looking for, like, when I was on the phone with her, 70. I don't know if I should start a little bit lower than that, or should I just go with 65, and then if she's like 7, I'm like, all right, we'll meet halfway. How I should go about that.
I say go. I think 70 is a good one. I mean, she bought it for almost 70 in 2004.
Yeah. And
I think
she's in
70
that
is a good price.
area that she's like, I think it's a good area, but I think she's like, the house is too big for her. Her daughter's moving out. So I was like,
Bro,
oh,
I mean, you know how many square feet? This is not a big house, dude.
that's what I thought too. But she's willing to give me for that price. So I thought 65. I wasn't even thinking starting at 55 and coming up to
Hey, Mike, I have a
65.
question. Did this link work for you? Or are you talking to me?
What's up?
StreamYard, was the StreamYard link working for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to talk to me. Got Charlene. I don't know what link you're pressing, but I got a lot of
Okay.
people in here who are able to talk to me. So
I was confused
I don't
for
know
a
if it's
second.
I tell people sometimes, I'm like, if you can't figure out how to go to wholesaling.com, I don't know how you're going to figure out talking to a seller.
Yeah.
But looking at this deal, I mean, X Leads even has it like almost $100,000 as the wholesale MAO price. So I think 70 is a good price, man.
All right, man.
Especially
And would
this
that be
doesn't look
something you'd
like it's
be?
a rough area. It looks like a
Yeah,
good,
that's what
decent
I'm
area.
saying. And she's like, "Oh, somebody shot a BB gun that came from out into," and she was scared because she has dogs. And I was like, "Oh, that's a rough neighborhood and everything." So, is this something that you would want
But
to
a rough, I
JV
mean,
with if I
do
got it at 70?
you know the area better than me? Does this look like a rough area? Is it a
No,
rough
it
area?
isn't. It's not. I'm very surprised. Like farther down the road, if like I don't know if you're looking at a map from if you do from that address to Dewey Ave, the Dewey Ave farther down is where the rough area is. Like this is area that I would live in, feel comfortable, safe, and like it's a good environment.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, lock it up for 70. Let's see what we can do there. I'm all
Okay.
for it.
And then, like I said, I just want to, with the lease option, how I should calculate it and stuff. Or I went through some of the videos through the Rick Whip Plus, but I don't know how she wants 360.
For lease option.
Yeah, remember we mentioned that? Or the cash
Yeah.
investor guy was like, you told me 250, but the cash investor guy was like, because I got to know him, I'm just want to get experience and stuff through. He's like, we should go for 200K.
Okay, so this lady wants 360 for a lease option for a price.
Well, that's what I was in offer because she wanted 360, and then like I said, where it's at and everything, I think it's a good area to do a lease option or
I
monthly
would do
payment. She's open to monthly.
What's the rent? What do you think you getting rent there?
The rent, I just have to look that up real quick. You know, going through the rent for that is roughly, got it here somewhere. I'm looking on the podium thing.
I'm guessing 2. I didn't get 2. Maybe a little more. Let's say it's 2,000. Let's say it's 2,000.
Yeah.
Um,
The mobile app on the phone doesn't work as
you
well.
got to make sure payments allow you to make at least 500 a month.
Right. So she says it's just under 2K, and I was looking and stuff with like the range, and I was can put it up to like 2,400.
It's a good lease option. So I would 10 grand up front.
Yeah.
1,900 a month, 2,000 a month. I'd rather do 1,900 a month for you.
Right.
Purchase price 360, 5-year balloon. Rent to own buyer at 15K down. 2,400 a month. Purchase price 400. Sandwich. Cash.
Could you send that to me through the message so I can have that?
Yeah, this is recorded too. I want you to talk to Rick about it too. But those would be the numbers that work really well for me.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I feel really good. I've been what's up?
And we'll talk about it. I'll message you right now what it is, but I would say 10K down, 1,900 a month, 5-year balloon. I hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm like speaking like I'm trying to like talk like fancy.
Right, yeah. I just want to read it so I can read it later.
You're a smart guy though. So sell to rent to own buyer at 15K down. They pay 2,400 a month. And 5K balloon at 400K. Okay. I hopefully send that to you. Watch this video. Let it wrap in your head and you should be all good. All right.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good night, my man.
See you, Mike. Thanks. I give Mike a lot of credit. You know, Mike's he's a guy that like started like I can't get any deals. And now he sends me a deal every week. And it's like this guy's producing leads and it's producing money. And that's kind of the point here. So shout out to Mike. If you're in Rochester, not much fun to do there. That's why you guys all like the Bills. Have fun without Diggs this year. Tell me how that goes. We'll see. Charlene, you figured it out. Charlene. Yoo-hoo. Charlene. Charlene. Hello. Hello. This must be what being left on red feels like. Can you hear me? Okay. You're muted. I can't hear you. Oh, now she's muted. Okay. We'll figure this out. Don't worry. Okay. There should be a little settings icon or a mute button. Okay. Go to settings, go to audio, and your mic. You got to change your mic. I can't hear you. So settings, audio. So, okay. So you're backstage here. So there's a little, you go down, there's a mute button, a stop cam, a settings button. It's a little gear. Click settings, go to audio, should change your audio. Okay? And then I'll probably be able to hear you.
How about now?
There we go.
Okay. Sorry.
There we go.
Okay.
See, I said, so if you can't figure this out, you can't wholesale. And you figured it out, so you're good to go now.
Yeah, good.
Perfect. Well, I said I'm man of my word. If you want to hop on, I'm willing to talk to you. So
got it.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So how are we going to make you rich? What are we doing?
I started doing some research on as probates. I followed your dad's suggestions, and I've actually befriended the lady down at the surrogacy court. So I'm like there like every Monday pulling information out, and then it's just I'm working with someone who owns a title company. She's kind of like the cold caller, and then I'm just I do a lot of the research.
Mhm.
And then it's just pulling information up. I get at least over 20 leads a week, and of probates, and we're just making calls out there. And I just don't know. I feel like I'm stuck. I know it's only been like 6 weeks, but it just feels like I'm not building any traction. And I did sign up for another company, and that got me literally nowhere. And I started following you guys at my husband's suggestion, and I'm like, if I would have known, obviously I would have never signed up with this other guru, which isn't a real guru. And
What are you gonna do?
exactly, I just have to keep on moving on. I have to move forward. I can't let that deter me.
I tell everyone, I said, if you had to spend 14 grand just to get to me, that's a cheap price.
Yeah.
So, like, you're able to talk to me. I mean, think of your other guru. Were you able to hop on a video chat with them?
No.
And you paid how much to talk to me here?
Yeah.
Because I believe in karma. I
yeah.
believe
No,
eventually,
I do
if I
too.
get you super rich,
Yep.
you'll help other people out. Tell me, and then
Yes.
it all
Yep.
works out. So,
Yep.
what market do you live in?
I live in New Jersey,
We're in Jersey. We're talking.
in central Jersey, kind of close to the shore.
Okay. So, a couple people in Jersey I know. So, I've helped people in Jersey before. I'll be honest with you, it's not the easiest market, as you probably know.
Yeah.
In your certain area, what's the median home price?
This literally a few doors away from us, this house, they just went up for sale for $750.
Okay. I mean, it's not impossible.
So yeah.
I know about 4 or 5 people. So I'll be completely honest with you. The people that I have helped in Jersey, Central, even Essex, Sussex County, right? Those type of areas too. They primarily get their deals because it's such a harder market by driving for dollars. And it sucks because you got like 3 or 4 months of that, and then it's like it's gonna be really hard to do. And by doing government lists. So you already got the government listing down pat. Now you just gotta work on the drawing for dollars part. And that's probably gonna be where you're gonna have to lean towards.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else gonna tell you, go buy a PPL service, SEO service, go get 13,000 VAs and spend $7 grand a month. And I'm not here to tell you that, right?
Yeah.
Let's get a couple of deals first, and we can talk about going nuts. We got to do that. And I think you should try that out for a month or two.
Okay.
If you're getting nowhere, which I can't guarantee your results here, right? Now, if you told me you were in, Poconos, Pennsylvania, I'd be like, this is easy. This is a little harder. I can't give you guaranteed results on this. You might want to try some virtual wholesaling.
Okay.
The reason I'm telling you this is I'm having a lot of people that are in harder markets just go virtual, and they're just easy as pie.
Got it.
But I think you should try some of your local market first, gain some skill sets, then come back and just, if it doesn't work, we can always go virtual, right? Versus the other way around. Because some people just crush it in their own local market. I don't know until you're actually getting in there. Do you work a regular job?
No. I'm a freelance assistant, so
Okay.
I pick and choose. So I have, freedom and flexibility on my schedule. Like I said, I did pull up a couple of deals. There was something we found, like somebody inherited a property from the neighbor, so we're working on that, and it's just trying to find cash buyers. And then I'm stuck at that point too. It's like, so how much is it worth, the property really worth for me? I do some comps, and you get bombarded with all of these different softwares. And then I saw you guys just came out with X Leads, so I thought about signing up for that and using that.
I'll be honest with you, Charlene. If you use realtor.com and Zillow, that's all you need for comping.
Okay.
Okay, so you're used to people telling you have to pay money to be a good player in this business.
Yeah.
I have a software. It's great. It's the best one, but you don't need that. We got to stop trying to like push it, right? If you're a person doing deals or you want the tools, it's there, but don't feel like you need it to become successful, right? Okay. Now, if you're in Houston, if you're in a non-disclosure state, we probably have to have a little different conversation, but you're not. So that's why I'm asking about your own market. You don't need to pay any money to get going. You know what software I had starting out? Google Sheets and Google Voice and a bandit sign. So like right? Nothing nuts. My first drawing for dollar software was voice memos on my phone. So like
Okay.
you don't need the crazy stuff.
Okay.
I mean, it's like hurdles on the track. Like it just makes it harder. So you said you're struggling with some government lists. So is it specifically the probates you're struggling with?
Yeah, because of the market, I guess you'll find like again, this property that I found, it's free and clear. There's no money owed on it. The neighbor inherited it. The lady died. She already went through probate, got her letters, and I found somebody who's interested, and then it's just now talking with the neighbor who's, I don't necessarily want to say that they don't know what they're doing, obviously for
Yeah.
me, because they want a higher price than what the property is actually worth. So then it's just like, I have a buyer, but then the seller is asking for something ridiculous. And then it's like, what is a good deal and when to like call it quits. So
Got it.
I'm like, okay, where are my numbers at? What, is it worth doing, selling a contract for $10,000 if I'm even going to make that,
I
and
get it.
spending my time doing that. And
So after doing 2,500 deals, I can tell you the number one
Sure.
thing to figure out if a seller's motivated or not is motivation. That is it. For example, if you call somebody and they say, I don't know if I want to sell my house, all you have to ask them is, hey, before I called you, were you considering even selling it? Not really. Not a deal. I just seeing people's urgency, right? For example, another question I ask people is just list it with a realtor. Like, why are you even talking to me? You might be like, why would you say that? No, like go list it with a realtor. I know a great one. Her name's Charlene. She's great. No. I don't want to list it with a realtor. I just want to get rid of it for cash. Oh, okay. Let's talk. At the end of the day, you got to ask certain questions like that to figure out if someone's even serious or not.
got it.
Because you're not here to waste your time or my time
No.
or anyone's time, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But really, I think your struggle is figuring out if someone's motivated or not and what's a good price, probably.
Yeah.
So, comping, I would say ZillowRealtor.com. Really quick, easy, simple comping is going to be your best bet. What's the struggle for you? Is it finding similar sold houses? Because Jersey's pretty easy to comp, actually. Like it's not insane, especially in your area. It's not crazy rural.
Well, I guess the ones that I've actually ran into, or the deals that I've come across and started working, one of them, there is no house similar to of its kind there. And then he owed a lot of money, but I was able to determine that he would qualify for a preservation act. So there is money in the deal after all. Now that, it's a new thing that they're using here in New Jersey, that the governor, a new legislation that just passed. And then, and then this other property, it's really small. They really can't knock it down and build it back up because there's variances going to be involved and that sort of thing. And so it's so old that I can't find anything similar to that.
Okay. At the end of the day, I think you got to just guess based off of square feet and just do it fast.
Okay.
That's what I'd say. Are you at the point where you're not going on appointments because you can't figure out the price? Is that hindering you? No. Okay.
No. It's just like tomorrow I have an appointment with a cash buyer, and it's just trying to get the seller, see where the seller is at, and then just keep on pushing. And then it's just you get frustrated because, like I said, I'm looking at 20 something deals a week, and I'm doing some homework and figuring out what's it worth. If there's too much money obviously owed, it's not something that I want to chase. Or
what do you mean by you're looking at 20 deals? Like
so
20?
No, I'm like looking at when I go pull up probates.
Okay. 20 is not a lot.
No, not really. No, it's not not a lot
how
for
much
probates.
time are you spending on the probates?
Anywhere. Well, pulling them is nothing. It takes me about an hour to pull them, and then I read through them. It'll take me about 8 to 10 hours. Because I'm going
10 hours.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I'm going through and getting like the skip tracing.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
10 hours.
For about 20, yeah.
Okay. time out.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta figure this out. Okay.
Yeah.
20 hours is way too much time. Wait.
Oh, 10,
Okay.
not 20. Yeah. No.
So we're gonna do this, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna pause probates right now,
Got it.
and we're just gonna get in our car and look for ugly houses.
Got it.
And we're gonna find 100. Now, I'm gonna give you a method that certain somebody stole from me and Rick, and they're selling it for $5,000. Okay?
Okay.
You go in your car, you look for an ugly house. When you see the ugly house, you put a sticky note on the door. Probably heard me say this a million times. Have you done 100? Have you put 100 sticky notes on houses
Not
yet?
100. No, I haven't put 100.
Okay.
No,
So we're gonna focus on 100.
okay.
That is your number, 100.
Got it.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is all you're gonna do.
Got it.
Do you know what to say if somebody comes up to you? Say, "Why you put a sticky note on my door?" Right? You're gonna say, my partner, he's looking to buy some houses in the area, and he said this might be a potential good next rental for him or next property to invest in. If you're not looking to sell your house, I won't put a sticky note on your door. You know, what are they going to say? How dare you? They'll be like, no, I'm not looking to sell. Okay.
Okay.
They're not going to say you're the fourth person to do this, because you're not. No one does that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Jersey people, right? You don't seem like a Jersey person, because you know Jersey people are a little different. I'll tell you this, right? You seem calmer, right? A lot of Jersey people are a little ugh. So it's like, wow, something's in the coffee.
No, yeah, I'm a New Yorker living in New Jersey, but still,
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're more a little fired up. I deal with a lot of them in Florida, but at the end of the day, you'll be fine. So I think you put 100 out, and you should be. The reason I'm asking about your job is, I don't want wholesaling to be this thing stopping you from working a regular job.
Oh no, yeah, no.
You can do both.
Yeah.
I just want everyone to understand this. I'm not telling you to quit your job when you have 4 kids and you got to take care of everything, right? You do not need to be doing that. But yeah, let's focus on 100. Get back to me next week, and we should be all set.
Okay.
100. All right.
100. Yep, I'm on it.
All right.
All
Get
right.
it going. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks.
Hey, Charlene did it. She figured it out. So next time be even easier. All righty. Victory Girl. Hello.
Yes, sir, Zach, man. How's it going?
Going good. What's your name?
Sasha.
Sasha?
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
How can I
to
help
meet
you
you.
out? I like your attitude.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very excited.
Awesome.
Thank you. I have my partner and I are doing land. We're pretty excited about this X leads thing. The few questions that we have are, can we share one user, or do we have to have 2 separate logins for each other?
You can share a user. If you want to add a user, you're going to have to email support at X Leads. And so we can just put the user on there.
Okay.
As long as the extra user is not using a VPN, you should be fine. It's just to prevent people from oversharing it, because if I put 2 users, then the numbers never work. That's always the issue. So as long as you do that, we could probably add a user for you, no problem. Just email the support or the support line. The customer team works 9 to 8. And then on Fridays, 9 to 6.
Cool.
Call them up, you'll be all set.
Awesome. And then part 2 is, could you talk a little bit more about using X Leads for land? Which one out of the plans? Which one?
I don't want to make it an X Leads pitch fest. So I told everyone that in the Discord and everyone, I do own a software. I do think it's the best one. I'm not going to make this a X Leads YouTube channel. This is a wholesaling channel specifically. I do have an X Leads YouTube channel.
Okay.
Land specifically, I will tell you, what specifically about land are you looking to do? Because I'll answer how to wholesale land, and maybe we can add some in there. I just don't want to make it a pitch fest. So what do you mean by? Sorry, go ahead.
Dispo. I need help dispositioning.
Okay, well that one's easy. What area?
Right now, Jackson County, Michigan.
Okay, so I'm going to do this really quick, so it doesn't look like a pitch fest, because I'm not doing this, but really quick. Okay, Jackson County, Michigan. All right.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to go here. Okay. Okay. So just really quick.
I just didn't know which plan that would be more
That'd be the
better
pro
for what I'm
plan.
looking for.
So it looks like this looks really rural, by the way.
Yeah.
So not a lot. I'm just going to be honest with you. So if I look at total profit, so average gross profit, so you want a low purchase price and look at a big total profit. So these two people will probably be your number one. Yeah, these people are going to be number one. There's not a lot of activity this year. So not a ton. New urban development's probably going to be the one I'm going to call right here.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll call them up. That's really quick. If you did another city, though, I will tell you with X leads, you will find a lot of people buying houses or real estate for 30 grand, and their average profit's 280 grand. You know that for a fact that they're just builders, and so that's the easiest way to do it. That's a small county, only 36 top buyers ranked. That's how you do it in there.
And then one final
If
question.
you're smart though, search home builders, Troy, Michigan. Like if you have no money, you don't even have to use the software for it. Because land's really important, but it's more for wholesaling houses. Look at all the builders, and you should be able to find the top 5 builders in that area, and the SEO should already pop up.
Gotcha. And if I wanted to submit any deals to you because I don't have the time to JV with you, how can I do that?
So you go to sellmypaper.com. It'll be sent to a Flipper Plus student to JV with you. But the cool part is when they dispo it, you get Flipper Plus for free. And then once you're inside Flipper Plus, you can send me my team deals.
That's what I'm talking about.
So do a deal with a Flipper Plus student, and then you get Flipper Plus for free, and then start sending me deals.
Yes, sir. Sounds like a plan. Thank you.
All right. Appreciate it. Awesome. Awesome. Good attitude. Love to see it. Kelsey, we're back.
Hey, Zach. Thanks for bringing me back on. I appreciate it.
Do you have a podcast? I already have a nice mic now. What's going on here?
Well, I'd actually picked it up, and it seemed right at the time. I kind of got the impulse to do it, and I just went with it. I do not have a podcast right now, but I've thought about it.
Hey, if you're cold calling, you can use the thing, so it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that's one of the. I'm glad I've got it. So, I am brand new to wholesaling. I'm at right about getting close to right around 2 weeks. I've known about wholesaling. I was in a state-sponsored real estate agent course. I was brand new to real estate. Wasn't sure what to do. And so I learned about wholesaling. I've decided to go completely all in on it. And I've been staying strong with the course ever since, the free wholesaling course that you have created. And I appreciate it. Now I'm also not too familiar with StreamYard, so bear with me on it. But how often do you personally do things like creative financing? Because I've seen you do the cold calling, but I've never seen you mention it at all. I see so much digital online content about it, and I just don't know how. I'm so new to everything. I don't know how to form an opinion on it. But I heard your father, Rick, say something like sub 2 last night, so it perked my interest up a little bit on it.
Yeah. So when he says that, he means subject to. Or he says sub 2 with a 2, FYI. Legally, that's what we have to say because we get sued if we say anything else. Don't want to get into that. But basically, creative finance is great. I just talked about lease option with Mike here. I love lease options. I love subject twos, buying a property subject to the mortgage. I love seller financing and owner financing. The one thing I will tell you is we don't do a crazy amount of content on that because the main goal is 100K wholesaling for most people, million and me. But every month we'll release a couple subject twos, a lot of lease option videos. If you do search Zach Ginn live subject to creative finance pitch, I have a lot of live calls of just me pitching creative finance to sellers and them taking it. I show how balloons work. I show how I figure out the prices, how it all works. Creative finance is great. As a man that just got started into wholesaling, I would focus on wholesaling because creative finance is probably twice as much work to understand, do, and learn than wholesaling. And credit finance, you'll do very well with it, but it's a slow game, and I would not go crazy into it.
Yeah, I'm picking it up at my own pace, and so I'm starting to learn the ins and outs of it. But I think in the back of my mind that I've got to focus strictly on the wholesaling, and that's just the smartest thing, which kind of ties into the other question I had, which was, if you were starting out brand new, what would be the first thing that you absolutely did? I mean, just coming in fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be government list, or would it be something like creative financing?
Well, first and foremost, you're in the Discord. So you're in a group of 5,300 people, right? And so there's a lot of people in there that have done well. There's a lot of pretenders. There's a lot of legit people. Like, for example, Tony in there and Christian. They sent me $250,000 of HUDs this year. So, like, they're legit. They're great people to talk to, too. As long as they don't sell you, of course. I don't think they will. There's a lot of great people in there you can talk to. One thing I will do is you have the microphone, right? Be a quasi podcast guy. Be like, hey, let me ask you some questions. Like, you made $300K this year. What did you do? What should you recommend for me? It's not gospel, right? But like, I think you'll kind of get the pitch. Those people learn from me, and like that's what they do. And so, for your example, government lists are going to be where I'd focus on. Drawing for dollars, reverse drawing for dollars. Just kind of get some marketing out there. My biggest push for everyone is the hardest part about working out is just getting in the gym. And so I just want to get you in the marketing grind of just getting used to it. Eventually you start doing the right thing every week. You start getting deals and you're good to go. That's my basic advice for you. Now, if you want to learn creative financing, the best way to learn creative financing is to send me a creative finance deal. We do the deal together, and then you get paid every month for the rest of your life on it. For example, we had a guy, Jason. He didn't know subject to, but we did a subject to together, and he just sat on the calls and learned it. Like, hey, this is what we're doing. We're doing this, this, and this. Now we own a house together. That's cool.
That's awesome. What was the criteria for that, just for that one, or in general, what it is that you're looking for? So
you're asking great questions. You should be doing this to everyone in the Discord that does deals. You kind of went top of the food chain, which is smart. But so a wholesale deal, right? So I think you went through realtor, like, you understand this, right? Hey, I buy a house for 100. I sell a contract for 120. I make 20 grand. Like, that's basic 101. That's just capitalism, right? Now, the person might have a house that's worth 120 grand, but they say, I don't want to sell it for a penny less than 130. Say, well, I can't make money off of you, right? I can't buy it for 130, sell it for 120. That's not how business works. But you can buy it based off of payments, kind of like you buy a car, right? Yeah, the car's sticker price is 100 grand, but it's 10K down, 1,200 a month for 30 months, right? So it's kind of nuts. So that's what you do. Say, okay, well, I can't buy your house for 130 cash, but will you take payments on it? Like a car. I'll give you $10,000 up front. I'll pay you $1,400 a month for the next 5 years, and then I'll cash you out at the end of the 5 years. Is that okay? And they say yes, they say yes. And what happens is, okay, I'll give $10,000 to the seller. I'll start paying them $1,400 a month. And what I do is I put a renter in there for $2,000. I make $600 a month spread, and I make money. It's pretty cool. That's kind of more of a seller finance lease option deal. But subject to, if they have no equity, I give them $10,000 and I get the deed over, keep the debt in their name, and I just pay the mortgage and then put a renter in there. Or I can wrap it. You can do a subject. You can wholesale the subject to deal. I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to melt your brain. But basically, it's off of payments, and then you just make arbitrage on it, right? Simple as that. It's like me if I bought a house on a mortgage for $1,400 a month and I rent it out for $2,000. I make money in between, right? It's kind of like that. You make the seller the bank giving you the mortgage, and then you put a renter and you make money in between. But it's pretty cool because you could have no money at all and start cash flowing. There are risks to that, obviously, but it's pretty cool.
Awesome. Thanks for answering the question. I really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. You'll find with the seller, though, it has to fit perfectly. Like, you can't force it on them, right? So it's like, man, I'm trying my best trying to get this wholesale deal, but you just won't budge on price. Would you take payments?
See, that's why I was wondering how I would break that ice if I'm coming. I've got them on the phone. We've made the connection. I'm trying to offer them a way out of their situation. But if I start out with the low ball price, it's cash in their hand. I mean, I'm brand new, so I just wonder if it's an easy enough transition for the average person to just say, hey, if you're not willing to take this cash offer price, are you willing to take payments on it?
So it's like
because I know, I mean, it's everything I see. Since I'm so new, all I'm running off of right now is digital content. And I always see people offering above asking price to make it enticing. And that's why I wonder if I'm coming in real low and then all of a sudden I'm way up here. I mean, I guess, just the idea of not all the money up front, it makes it understandable and relatable enough, I guess, to where people wouldn't question it too much of why I'm starting out low cash and then offering this grand, creative financing. But that's just the way the world works. So I guess people can just run with it.
Yeah.
I don't think people.
Well, think about this. Would your situation now? Okay, I'm not trying to get in your personal life. If I was going to offer you a house I own a couple really nice luxury like Airbnbs. If it's worth $1 million, and I say, hey, Kelsey, would you like to buy this house for $1 million? You'd probably say, not right now. Maybe in a couple of years, right? You'll say, but what if I told you, hey, how about this? How about you just give me $1 down, $1 a month for the next 5,000 years? Would you buy it?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds
right. So like overpayments, it makes a lot of sense, and so that's it. I mean, it's stupid, right? But like, there's a point where it's like, well, what about 100 a month? And then we get into 500, and so like, there's a point where it's like, wow, that's actually a good deal, because I could put a guy in there for 4,000 a month, and I can make arbitrage in between, right? So that's how creative finance works, right? You kind of get to a point. It's called creative. The reason why it's called creative is it can be whatever you want. Purple, red, green, circles, squares. You can write whatever you want.
I was just wondering, because I'd seen you do the cold calling, but I'd never, up till now, I haven't seen you do any offering the creative financing on the same call with people, but I haven't seen.
So the reason is
that much.
So the reason is if a seller's actually a good wholesaling deal and we just can't get a price out right now, I know they're motivated. They're not going to take creative. I have a better statistical chance getting them on a follow-up than I do pitching creative. I have found with sellers, if I offer them multiple things, it's just too much for them, right? It's like, whoa, it's too much. Oh my gosh, wait, too many options. Just give me one or two. And so if I leave it cash, oh, Kelsey, you're too confusing. Payments and this, I'm just going to go with the guy that wants to buy it cash.
Yeah.
And so
I just don't want to confuse people.
You can do it. It's just a last resort.
So I was wondering. So
it's good to have you back.
Yeah, I'll just learn to play it by ear.
You'll
I really
find
appreciate
1 out of 100 sellers, it works perfectly for.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I'll just keep studying it, get a grasp of it, and learn how to really read people. And then too, also, if it fits, I'll offer it. And if it just, I'll learn as I go.
There we go. Easy as that.
Awesome. Thanks for
having
me.
Appreciate it. Yep. No worries. Awesome. Also, quick spoiler. I'm working on a video. Hopefully release it. I'll record it tomorrow. I'm pretty excited. I've been doing a lot of studying. I want to get everyone's opinion live on this. I'm going to break down 10 case law cases of people suing wholesalers for breaking DNC law for cold calling the DNC list. And the judge dismisses every 10 of the cases based off of a certain way the FCC does it. I want to do a whole video of why and how cold calling is completely legal, even if they're DNC. I have case law of 2 really big influencers on YouTube that got sued for cold calling, and a bunch of people you don't really know too much about how they cold called DNC list, person put them to court, and they all got the cases dismissed because cold calling the DNC law, cold calling DNC is not breaking the law. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. I get a lot of people asking me, I got a couple case law, but like I found 10 wholesalers. They got in trouble doing the DNC. And then the cool part is the reason I want to make that video is if you, God forbid, got sued, you can just tell your lawyer, say, hey, just bring this up and for case law, and you'll get dismissed. You'll be kind of funny. It's funny because these old ladies spend $2,000 on a lawyer trying to sue you, and they had to counter sue and they had to pay the lawyer fees for the other guy. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's all about that. So I think it's pretty cool. But I didn't realize it until now. So you're telling me someone trademarked the term? Yeah, it's trademarked. So I don't say that. It's SUB with the two, like two. That's what we mean for that. Don't get sued. Don't get lawsuited up. Somebody try to trademark wholesaling real estate. That was that didn't pass the trademark thing. It was just funny. Yeah. Awesome. Karma makes the world turn good and bad. It's true. Universe does give what it gives you. Appreciate that. Righty. Well, I'll tell you this. I got a lot of people backstage, but there's only one guy that has his camera on. So he's willing to show his face. So we'll talk to David. David's not scared.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, my man?
Hey, what's up, Zach? I just wanted to get on here. I had a couple questions just because so recently I just got a probate list.
Okay, there we
I've
go.
been skip tracing. The only thing is on the list, it only gives me the person who died and their attorney. And then so basically you can't like search the probate court online. You have to go to the courthouse to get this list. So
What
I
county?
can't. It's Jefferson in Louisiana.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I can't get any other information online. So all the information I get is the information that they give me on this paper, and literally all they give me is the person who died and their attorney. And so the only issue with this is that it's super hard for me to find out who I have to really do a lot of research on this to skip trace them. So it just takes me a long time to skip trace. So it's in an hour, I'll probably get maybe 8 people in an hour or something like that. It takes really long. Yeah.
Charlene. Okay. Dang. I would probably. Are you manually putting typing the list into Google Sheets or something like that? Is that what's taking a while? Is it the skip tracing?
Yeah. I mean, the only what's been helping is a lot of times I'll search the person up and their obituary will come up, and I can read through it and kind of find out who their family member is. But that's really about it. That's the only thing I can.
So it doesn't Jefferson. First of all, it's not even a county; it's a parish, right?
Yeah.
So it's Jefferson Parish. So
Yeah.
do you get the personal representatives at all?
No, literally all I get is literally is the only person.
Why don't you go ask the clerk of the court, how do I figure out who the personal representative is?
Okay. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I could go.
Yeah, I think you need to get a little more details.
Mhm.
It should pop up in the case, the personal representative or the PR or the petitioner possibly, and then you'll be able to get the information on there.
Okay. All right. Let's say let's say I'm just stuck with having to do it this way. Would you say to keep up with this probate list, or just switch to something else?
I would keep it up if it's not taking you too much, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I would try code violations, water shutoffs,
Yeah.
fire damage properties. I mean, dude, Louisiana is just swampy, dude. Right?
Yeah, it's
so
really
code violations are going to be amazing there, man.
Yeah.
I love the pre-foreclosures.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
All right.
I would stick to that and drawing for dollars, obviously. Louisiana, man, it's a good market. I don't hear a lot of people in New Orleans doing a lot of wholesaling, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people in Louisiana doing well, but they don't do it. It's weird.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'll keep it up, man. I would try it out.
I'll do that. Yeah. I'll go try that. And I mean, for now, I'm gonna keep doing it. The way I've been doing it until I'm able to, get that. until then, I'll just pull some more lists. Hopefully, you know, I could get some code violations or pre-foreclosures.
Are you gonna post any digital bandit signs for me?
Yeah, I got you. I actually just I just made one a couple of days ago. I'm gonna post it. I used the
Okay.
ChatGPT. Yeah.
There we go. Digital bandit signs, man. Post 2 a day.
Mhm.
You're gonna get some results, man. I promise you. All right.
All right.
Are you in the
Yeah,
Discord?
Yeah, I'm in it. I'll be back. Are you going live again next week?
I'm always live, man. I don't stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna be back. Yeah, I'm gonna be back.
Talk to Aaron in there.
Yeah.
He's a good guy in Louisiana. He definitely help you out.
All
Aaron
right.
Armstrong.
Okay. Sounds good. I got that.
All right. And last thing, David, if a Zach Ginn sends you a friend request and asks you to put crypto in his wallet, would you do it?
No.
No. There we go. I've got a lot of fake Zachs in the Discord. I just want everyone to know. Okay. If a Zach that looks like me tells you he's going to do it, don't do it. Okay. I'm just messing. But like, dude, I sent you $1,000, man. Okay. But keep it up, dude. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, David.
Man. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Guys, if a fake Zach says, please give me $1,000 in my bank account, do not send it to me. Lordy, do not do it. Okay. I've had more fake Flip with Rick and Zach Ginn accounts. Just so you know, okay. You should, when you click on my Discord. So let me, FYI, guys, go to zachdiscord.com. That is my Discord. It's pretty dang good. Okay. And it's also free. FYI. It's free. Let's see here. Let me show you how to hop on. So here's my Discord. Let's open it up. So go to zachdiscord.com. Where is it? Put it in here for y'all. Where is it? zachdiscord.com. Let's go to zachdiscord.com. Here you go, zachdiscord.com. Okay. Let's go in here. Let's show you. I think all you need is a Google account. So go here. All right. Cool. So this Discord, people talk, hang out, do their stuff. Okay. But basically, just so you know, where's me? Take a big group chat, right? Click on Zach. If Zach does not have the fancy schmancy stuff and the Jolly Roger flying, if it doesn't say Guru Slayer, right? If it doesn't say Zach Ginn, if it's not purpled out, if it's not crazy looking like this, right? Just know if the One Piece flag ain't flying, if it doesn't say Guru Slayer on it, and also my account has the Flip the Rick logo on it, so you know it's a real Zach. It's not a fake one. You'll know who the real Zach is or not, okay? Just FYI. Do not get scammed by anybody else, okay? Do not get scammed by another thing, okay? Just FYI. Just understand this. Fake Zach is not real, right? There's a One Piece episode where they had a fake Luffy. You gotta know the difference. Oh, Lord. But yeah, don't let the fake Zach or Rick get you, okay? It's all real. Awesome. Don't even start on the Patriots. You got Joe Milton. He's the best thing ever. Lord. I do my whole life with Tom Brady. I don't want to deal with. If Joe Milton's good, I'm done. I'll be very upset. But Danny says, how do you avoid getting cut out of your JV deals? What are some safety nets? The best safety net is to make sure you control the title company. You call the title company up. You know who's running the title. You know who's the title or the closing lady. You let them know that you're JVing and send them the signed JV and just make sure you know you're getting cut of the deal. Most people that got screwed in their wholesaling deals do not do this. That's the number one way not to get cut out on your JV deals. 100%. I see it way too much. Okay. Kumal says, yo, Zach, can you list the property on Zillow? This is a gray area in wholesaling. Legally, outside of Nebraska and Oklahoma and South Carolina and Indiana and Illinois, no, you can't. I personally would not do that. You're playing realtor. You don't own the house. I would not do it. Have I done it in the past? Depends on the state, and I won't tell it. But I don't think it's a good idea, and I would not do it. That's just personally me. I don't think it's good. If you have permission from the owner, I'm still not going to do it. I would just focus on my buyers list still. Now, Kamal, I know what state you live in, so I know what market you're in. Because you're in that market, I would not do it. If we're talking Iowa, I'm not going to give any legal advice here, my man. But because I know where you live, yeah, we'll get into it a little later. But guys, that's it. 100 million by 30 years old. That's the goal. I'm going to hit it. I got the top wholesaling software. I got the top wholesaling course by active people and the #1 wholesaling community. Guys, I really appreciate you helping me. I would be nowhere in this journey without you. I'd be a really rich wholesaler without you still. But I would not have the influence to help people who are disadvantaged that have no ability to become rich without the reach of you guys saying, hey, Zach's got a free course. Here it is. Now, if you go to a guru and you share that course to people, you get banned. Promoting the Discord and just promoting free knowledge of wholesaling real estate out. Me and Rick are still the only people who give it out for free, but I really appreciate it. And thank you so much. It means the world to me. And yeah, you guys, when I do better, you do better. That's the point. So guys, network with another wholesaler, do some wholesaling deals, stay accountable, and keep a good attitude. Zach Ginn signing out.